Hello and welcome back to another edition of Check It Out. Okay guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how I'm going to change out the brake light in the rear right of my 2007 Honda Pilot. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. First thing we're going to do is go after these two screws right here, and those two screws are going to be a 5/16. Also in today's video I'm going to show you all the tools that we're going to use, including the correct light bulbs for this particular job. All right, so hey, on the tools, make sure that you're wearing gloves. They say that these light bulbs, when you start touching them and you get the oils from your skin on them, that it will decrease the lifespan of them. So make sure, put on some gloves. These are some nice ones right here. You'll need a 6-in-1 or a ratchet set or something like that. It actually does take a Phillips as well, but I strongly recommend that you don't do that. Words, use the 5/16. This is an awesome tool, 6-in-1 right here. I strongly recommend this guy. I even kind of took one apart to show you the difference. And again, I'll put a link to that screwdriver and the rest of these tools down in the description below. For now, let's take out these two screws right here, obviously turning counterclockwise. We'll loosen both the top one and the bottom one, and we'll remove those screws completely. So now that we have those screws out, we're going to gently pull out on that brake light just a little bit. Don't yank it off though, because there's two prongs right here and right here that go into the vehicle, and we don't want to break those prongs. So we're going to gently pull out just a little bit, and then we're actually going to pull that light back towards us, kind of straight back towards the vehicle. And I'll show you here. So gently out, and we're pulling it straight back towards us. And there you go, there's the two prongs, and you can see how they sort of stick into those holes. And that's why we want to be careful that we're not just prying that light apart. It's kind of a firm pull without, well, just doing your best not to break any of those parts. Okay, so we're going to be going after that bottom light bulb. That's the one who's burnt out here. And again, that is the brake light. So you can see now I've put on my gloves. Now that we're going to be touching these light bulbs, we need to make sure we have our gloves on. And I'm going to show you in a second exactly which light bulb I'm using for this. For now though, let's give it's just about 1/8 of a turn to take that light bulb out, and that's a turn that's counterclockwise. You can see here that the light bulb, see how it's kind of gone black, and it clearly needs to be replaced. These ones, all you have to do, you can see I'm doing it one-handed, they just kind of pop straight out. And then, of course, I've got that replacement light bulb. For this one here, it's a 7443. So always double check and make sure you're putting in the correct light bulb. Don't just guess at this. It's got to be an exact fit. And again, in those links down below, they do a really nice job of making sure that you get the right light bulb for the... So here I'm just going to double check and make sure that the light bulb that I've taken out exactly matches the light bulb that I am going to replace it with. So I'm double checking, making sure that this is an exact replacement for this part. And I'll even put it right next to it and kind of double check and just examine the physical size of it, and also look for any number codes on there. And again, just sort of triple checking that it's the correct light bulb to go in. And you can see here, all we're going to do is carefully and with firm pressure pop that light bulb back in. You can see it's as easy as this. I'm doing it one-handed. Now, of course, I strongly recommend you do it two-handed at home if you're going to try this one. And I just firmly put it in there. I'm going to double check that that little rubber gasket is sitting where it's supposed to. And then we're going to just simply replace it and give it that sort of, I was going to call it a 1/4 inch turn, or a quarter turn. Sorry, not 1/4 inch, but just a quarter turn. It's really more like 1/8 of a turn, and you'll feel it. It gets pretty firm there. It sort of almost sort of locks into place, and I'll double check the seal around it to make sure that it's sitting correctly. From this point, all we're going to do is make sure those two tabs go in first, and we're going to pop those guys in. Of course, we're going to be pretty precise here. They've got to go into those holes pretty exact. Again, it's not very hard, but you don't want to rush through this. Now that we've got those lined up, we'll put the rest of the light bulb in and kind of give some firm pressure to get those two prongs to sit into those holes. And we'll double check right here and make sure that that light is sitting correctly and how it should be. You could always go and check the other light and see how big that gap is and make sure that it's pretty corresponding. And from there, we'll double check that everything looks right. And then we will go and put those new screws back in and make sure that they are nice and firm. Okay, so here is the bottom screw, getting it nice and tight. And don't forget, we got to get that top screw in as well. And I kind of firm these up, both of them, and then what I do is I go back to each screw and make sure that they are nice and tight. Okay guys, there it is. The light bulb has been changed. It is working. I'll also double check it compared to my other brake light, and it looks perfect. So the job is done. Hey guys, I hope this helped you out. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up right now. Also, if you subscribe to the channel, you'll see that I have several videos on this Honda Pilot right here, and I show you all kinds of different projects that I'm undertaking. All right guys, listen, I hope you appreciated this. We'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye for now.